Hello, Libra. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or your rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel. Especially if this reading resonates with you, it is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Queen of Wands, right? I think you're a very confident person right now. I think you are in charge of your energy. You feel like you have a stature about you. You feel like you are, I kind of feel like you're ready for the challenges. Like you feel like you can face the world right now. Yeah. You believe in yourself. This is a very confident card, very assertive, has great ideas. You're a creative problem solver. And I think you're somebody that can handle a challenging situation. You can handle the rough waters of the ocean, you know? I want to see where we're going with this. Are the challenges behind us? Are we looking at smooth sailing going forward? Well, there's the wheel of the ship. Okay. There are the challenges, right? Those are the tests that you've been put through. There's the sort of the uncertainty of the past. There are the changes. There's, in some ways, the rough seas, right? The challenging circumstances. But you've handled it like a magician. And, of course, we've got a Knight of Cups in the future. It does feel like smooth sailing. All right? I like this. I think that, your challenges are behind you. I think you're wrapping up this period of being tested, the trials and tribulations, right? Which have made you who you are, right? The smooth seas will never create a good sailor. So you've been your confidence, your skill level, your stature, your abilities, your magician energy has been refined through the challenges of your life, through the obstacles, right? It's easy for us to say that, yeah, I'm smart, I'm capable, I know I have all these skills, or I'm a loyal person, or I'm trustworthy. If we're never put to the test, who's to say, you know? You've been put to the test. Everything that you can claim in your life, you have earned. Every quality of character that you could say, I am a strong person, I am a confident person, I am a loyal person, I am a creative person. You can say that, and it's true, because you've had to prove it. You know? Anybody could say, oh, I'm loyal, until the day where they're really tested and their loyalty is put, it's time for them to sort of demonstrate their loyalty. What are they going to do? Are they going to run? Are they going to just sort of succumb to that temptation, or are they going to say, no, thank you, I'm good? Okay. Let's go Path of the Serpent here. This is really nice. We have an Ace of Wands. We have a Prince of Swords. We have the Sun card. And, an Ace of Cups, zooming in on the ace that the Knight of Cups is holding on to. So I feel like you have come out of a very challenging period of time in your life. I don't think it was one particular challenge. I think it was many. I think that you sort of feel as if Spirit was testing you, life was sort of honing your skills. You know, the way a sword is sort of forged in, on an anvil, right? Like a blacksmith kind of energy here with this Temperance card. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley, right there on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this program you feel like you might know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction, your guess, or your hunch down in the comments, whatever you think it is. All right. Now, let's take a look around the room. The major arcana energy that we see the Temperance card and the Magician. Okay, and I think that this is extraordinary. The entirety of tarot, the entirety of life really is about becoming the very best magician that you can be. And the Magician is this adaptable, intelligent, flexible, elastic, charismatic, really just able to completely, purely, clearly channel the spiritual light. Okay, the light of your true self. The Magician is sort of forged in the Temperance card. But who the magician really is the sun, the true self. This is the essence of the magician. The magician is the one that can act as a pure transmitter of the spiritual light. Okay? Can act as a clear channel for that creativity, for whatever is within you that is trying to get out into the world. The starlight comes in from above, and the starlight shines out from you. It's sort of the fire inside of the sun is radiating this light and heat outward. And the magician is the one that can channel that, right? This is why I say this is what's inside the magician, is the sun, right? The creative powerhouse here, burning that fire inside, and that light can't help but radiate out to the world. You know, and the same way with the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Wands can't help but radiate this confidence. You can't help being who you are, but you're not faking it. You're not just walking around trying to puff up your chest and walk around like this. No, you're confident and charismatic and capable and skilled and experienced and loyal and trustworthy and powerful, because that's who you are. Because the universe has refined you into that, right? So I really do love the Magician. I think it is the essence of the tarot, how we are becoming, how we are working to uncover our own magician nature. And even the Magician is showing the light coming in from the universe and flowing out through your hands into the work that you do. The Magician is very adaptable, like I said. The Magician can manifest its will, the architect of our own reality. I can cause change in conformity with my will. I can change my environment. And how do I do that? By me learning and growing and being adaptable and intelligent and powerful and loyal and all these qualities, whatever qualities you need for your life, right? Depending on what you're trying to do in life. But we have this ability to adapt to the environment. We're presented with a certain set of conditions in life that we're born into. At any moment in time, we can just plop right down in our own bodies and say, this is my life. This is what I've got. This is my job, my friends. These are my responsibilities. These are my troubles, my problems. These are my finances. This is my health. This is my relationship with my family. This is the pets that I have. This is the things that are not really working so well, things I got to fix. All of it, right? Taking that assessment. And we can figure out what we've got to do. Who do I need to become? What hat do I have to wear? What mask do I have to put on? What uniform do I have to put on today to change my environment in a positive way, to get more of what I want in life, to enjoy my life more? For you, it has to do with this water energy, right? Pursuing the holy grail of your own life and giving and receiving the love and affection, right? In other words, learning what your gift is and giving it to the world. Okay? You're looking to find more love with the universe itself, more reciprocity, right? You want to love something and have it love you back. You're looking to find as many of those things in life that we can that will sort of satisfy our own soul, our own spiritual nature. Okay? And it's not about attention seeking. It's not about like we're doing things just to get recognition or just to get the thank you for it. No. We're trying to live a life where we feel that there's a harmony, there's a flow between everything, And I think really with this, we want that reciprocity. We want that mutual love and respect in every aspect of life, okay? But the magician can assess the way things are right now, currently, and realize that if I'm going to change my environment, I've got to change myself. I can't change my environment by doing the same things I've always been doing. You always do what you always did. You'll always get what you always got. So this is learning how to adapt and grow. What skills do I need to learn? What hat do I need to wear? Blah, blah, blah. I said it already. I repeat myself a lot. I'm a bit neurodivergent like that, but, whatever. We have to change our behaviors if we're going to change the results of our efforts, right? And that's the essence of learning. We're presented with the same conditions, but if our behavior doesn't change, nothing's going to change, right? We didn't learn anything. I didn't grow. I didn't adapt. Nothing. The same thing again today that I did yesterday, and I'm going to get the same result. Okay? If that's the result we want, then we're right on the money. Okay? So we're coming to that point where we're in that kind of harmony. We're in that flow state that I'm now a perfect conduit for what's coming through me out into the world. We always need to grow. We always need to learn and adapt. Right? There's no such thing as stasis. Yeah. But if we have this, and this is cards right at the top of the path of the dove for you. So you're very much in your magician energy. You understand that to change your environment, you've got to change your approach, your behavior, your skills, the mask that you wear, the hat that you wear, the clothes that the uniform, so to speak. I don't mean literally, but maybe literally too. I don't know. Anyway. So we realize that it is through these challenges, the trials and tribulations, it is in the blacksmith's shop on the anvil that we become the best magician that we can be. And it's an ongoing, lifelong process, right? I do feel that, I feel that a lot of I think you're coming out of a very intense period of being on the anvil, as it were. So we've got our major arcana. We've got fire and fire and fire. Good fire energy right here. We've got good water energy. We've got a little bit of air and a little bit of earth. Okay. I think what you're seeking is an emotional fulfillment, a deep spiritual emotional fulfillment, not just I want my desires gratified, right? But I want to live a life where I feel like the love I'm putting out is coming back to me. And this is you really just giving your gift to the world, giving your love, being yourself, letting your light shine, and knowing that it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you larger than what you put in, but that's not why we're doing it. Okay? So we talked about our anvil and the pressure cooker. This is where all the things that we're learning are being put to the test. You want to prove that you're a loyal person? Well, put yourself in a position where that loyalty is going to be tested. Then you really find out what you're made of. Then you really learn what kind of magician you are. Because the magician has to be in control, has to know what the right thing is for you in this life and in this, your own circumstances, so that we can be that pure channel to let that light flow through us. Okay? If we're indecisive, if we are not solid, if we're not confident in our skills, if we're not understanding how to adapt, and maybe we're going to get into that situation, we're going to do the wrong thing. Maybe you're going to fail at loyalty. Maybe you're going to fail at I don't know, anything. Doing the math problem, right? We have to seek out challenges. And again, I think that's five of anything. But the Five of Pentacles here, it is making me wonder if part of your test, your period of trials and tribulations, which again, if you want to become a good sailor, you got to seek out the storms. Okay? Doesn't mean we're going around looking for problems, but it means that when we encounter one, we don't want to just ignore it and just pretend, oh, that's not actually there. We just, if I don't look at it, it can't hurt me, right? We have to be able to see this. And so this was in the past. Let's remember. So you are someone who can recognize the challenge that's before you and try to do the very best that you can in your magician energy to overcome the challenge. Well, what if this was, we invested something, I made a business deal, but it was wrong. It didn't work out. I lost money. Okay. Well, that's a pressure cooker situation, right? You're on the anvil there. You're learning something. Right? If you want to be great, if you want to be the magician, you have to be willing to be on the anvil sometimes. Yeah, because that's how you're going to grow. This is how you develop. This is how you learn and develop skills and sort of get better at being. That's how you are sort of molded, sculpted into the magician. So this was that, the past situation for you that I think now is wrapping up. I think you've learned everything you were supposed to learn, and you've developed the skills that now, this was a test that, maybe we've come up against it a couple times. We didn't really know exactly what to do, and maybe it didn't quite work out the right way, but you didn't repeat the same mistake over and over and over again. No, you figured out. You let the anvil and the hammer of the blacksmith change you a little bit, and you adjusted your behavior, and then we went and we finished this. Now we completed this. We got through this. Okay. And I don't know why the idea of loyalty keeps coming up. I don't know if somebody is, if somebody has sort of let you down in that way recently or something like this. But I feel that loyalty is not just loyalty, I think, in a romantic sense, or like we're loyal to our family, or you have a best friend that's loyal to you or something like that. But it's the way that we are loyal to our path, loyal to our purpose. Okay, so if you're on a particular path in life, and you know what you want to do in life, you know like what your daily sort of life should look like, but we're sort of tempted. It's easy to stay on the path when things are good. It's easy to sail the sailboat when the weather's nice. But we get a little temptation, we get some sort of anomaly, there's some variable, there's some unexpected surprise, right? Something shakes up the routine, we get a 5, right? We get change instead of stability. That's the real test, right? How well do you stay on course when, the bovine excrement really starts hitting the fan? When the wind starts blowing and the swells really start rising up, how do you stay focused and hold on to the wheel of the ship and stay the course? When stuff starts getting rough and challenging, when there are a lot of other problems going on, do you remain loyal to your particular work and your path and what you're trying to do in your life? I don't know what it is. Because the magician, let's say, is like the master sailor. Right? And then, of course, this is you in practice. This is your confidence. I'm trying to hold the wheel. I'm trying to stay the course. I'm trying to do the right things that I know I need to do despite the challenges that I'm facing. It's because of those challenges and facing those challenges and not running from them, but recognizing them. That's how we gain this confidence. Confidence is not gained from the present. It's gained from the past, what we did yesterday. I faced my challenge yesterday. Well, that's given me confidence today. That's why the Queen is always looking at the past. The reason why the Queen can hold fast to this wheel of the ship is because of the challenges that you faced yesterday, or last week, last month, last year, whatever, you get the idea, right? Because that Four of Wands, this is the wheel of the ship. This is time. This is the day. Let's say this is a 124-hour period, right? You realize that how you perform today, what you do today, your loyalty to your path right now in whatever challenges you're experiencing presently, because the Five of Pentacles, yeah, it's in yesterday's energy, but you're going to get another one. Everything is a five, right? Everything has the potential to turn into a five of something, especially the four. Anytime we get a four, we start looking for the five. Anytime we get a five, we try to get a four. Or if we're lucky and we're really skilled and we're a good magician, maybe we'll get a six, right? And so we see the ace here too, because a 5 minus 1 or a 4 plus 1 is bringing us to the alternation between stable hands on the wheel and I'm going straight ahead, but then here comes some challenges my way. Here comes some change, some unexpected shaking up of my life that I don't want it, but it's here. I got to deal with it. So when stuff starts getting kind of crazy in your life, do we just let go of the wheel and we just kind of go frantic and we're just, I don't know what to do, and we lose control? No, the magician is holding fast to the wheel and saying, I've got to hold tighter now because things are getting challenging, right? We're learning the skills, we're learning the qualities of character that we need in order to stay the course and to be able to withstand whatever life throws at us. This is real confidence for you because this is the process that you've been involved in. And I think this is, you could probably shake your head and say, yeah, I feel like this has been my whole last year, right? And going forward, we see something else. Going forward, we see that, look, because you have done this, now you're able to do this. So having developed the skills, facing our challenges, facing our fears, facing the difficulties of life, and learning, growing, developing ourselves, becoming a great magician, being on the anvil sometimes, and all that blah, 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 is now giving you the power, the capability to pursue what you love in life. Knowing that knowing that you can handle anything. Knowing that any challenges that come your way are going to be, yeah, I don't want them, but I'll deal with them. It's going to be fine. It's giving you the freedom to pursue what your heart really wants, what your soul really wants. You're transforming yourself into the vehicle of your own destiny. This is a Cancer energy. We can sort of envision this person in a chariot or something, right? Pursuing what it loves the most in life. And having the fortification to say, I can do it. Nothing's going to push me off of my path. Whatever happens, I can handle it. Or I'm going to figure out how to do it, right? I am the magician. And therefore, I have the ability to pursue what I want in life. I think what you want in life is love and respect, reciprocity, some sort of exchange like that, okay? I feel like you have a talent or a gift or a skill. Maybe this is you really wanting to be of service, wanting to heal others or help others. Maybe this is just about you following your passion, following your creative heart, right? Maybe you want to be a chef. I don't know. Sometimes this looks like a nice bowl of crab curry to me. But it's the Cancer energy. It's feeling that we have protected ourselves, that we are strong enough, that we can follow our emotions, we can follow our feelings, we can do what we really feel deep down we want to do without any kind of fear, without any kind of insecurity or lack of confidence, right? I feel like you've earned yourself the freedom to pursue your life in this way. And now we're going to talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It is free. Your general energy, Ace of Wands, your pure fire, pure spiritual power, right? This is raw. This is a burning desire for life. This is a vision. This is just kind of an overwhelming influx of spiritual light. What it needs is refinement. Okay, what it needs is a little bit of control. This is the magical power that the magician can wield. But the magician is, again, that development of skill and ability, the knowledge, the adaptive, the flexibility, right? This is raw and natural, untapped sort of power. Okay, this is the idea of electricity. It's not an electrical grid. It's not an electrical circuit. It's not even stored in a battery or anything, right? It's just the idea of raw electricity. Well, what the magician can do is develop a system to harness this. If this is raw electricity, right? The idea of raw electricity. This is someone who is building the power station, or building the I don't even know, constructing some sort of a battery that can store this energy and utilize it and put it towards something, put it into something that can be used in a practical way. Does that make sense? So it is the magician that is holding the wand, the magical wand of creative power, and is figuring out what to build to put that energy into. You got all this creative fire, all this vision, all these ideas. We got to build the system for it. You know what I mean? This is just force. We need the form. And that's what the magician does, understands that, knows how to do that, because it's developed the skills and the abilities. It knows how to harness this raw power and how to give it an expression. It's one thing to have all of this creative, you're so creative, you have so much energy and so much vision and so many ideas. Yeah, but what are you doing, right? So you have all this creative power, the magician's going to go get you the paintbrush and the paints and the canvas, and that's going to harness your creative power. Or is going to it's going to put you in school to get your real estate license, and then you're going to put all your energy into that whole, it's giving it a system, a structure, a strategy to utilize this. Okay? And it's whatever you feel most passionately about. There is this sort of raw talent, raw creative energy involved with this. The magician needs to create the structure for it. And then we get into the air energy here. This is the only air we have. And this is in the environment. This is a card that's telling you, don't be waffling. Don't be flip-flopping on your choices here. Know what you want, know what your heart is telling you, have the confidence, and make a decision and go forward in that direction. Pick a point on the map and sail in that direction. It doesn't matter what storms are out there. You're not afraid, right? Very often we will get something like a Four of Cups, and we'll say, well, that's someone that's kind of in a safe harbor right now. The boat's not sinking, but they're not sailing off to their destiny either. They're just in this safe little spot because there are storms out there on the sea. And some people aren't confident enough that I can go out and weather those storms. I don't want to go sail the open ocean toward my destiny because I know it's not going to be sunny weather and, smooth sailing. And therefore, I don't think I want to do it. But you're saying, I don't care about the storms. I know that the storms, while are inconvenient, sometimes devastating, I don't want them, but I know how to use them to increase my skill level, to increase my abilities. We're not going out there seeking the storm, but we're appreciating it when we do run into one. We're confident we can get through it, and we know that it's going to challenge us in such a way that we're going to grow, and we're going to be that much more capable. You have that Queen of Wands for a reason, because you are that person. You're not somebody who's just arrogant. It's not all hubris, right? It's not just a pride, a false pride kind of thing. No, you are that person because you've been through those things. You have that kind of confidence in yourself because you have earned it. And regardless of how you might try to humble yourself, it's showing. People know. People can see that there's something special about you. Okay, but anyway, back to the Prince of Swords here. You've got to make your decisions and stick to them, which is an expression of your confidence, right? If you didn't have this, if you didn't have the Queen of Wands right here, I would probably be saying, well, look, you're not sure about what you want to do next. You're not sure about your relationships. You don't speak with confidence. You don't speak with any kind of certainty or authority, but you do. The words that come out of your mouth feel like facts. It doesn't feel like a question. It doesn't feel like you're asking. It doesn't feel like you're wondering or searching for answers. It feels like you are stating an intention. Right? You're verbalizing your life and what you want, and you're communicating effectively. Not abrasively. Again, you're not arrogant. You're not cruel and mean and stuff. You're I think, rather calm and eloquent, right? And we even have the magician there for that too. That's another magician skill, communication, right? Mercury, Hermes, Thoth, right? It is the way that we express ourselves, the ability to build rapport with people. I feel like you would be so good as a leader, as a boss, as a business owner, right? As a salesperson, as I don't know, people will listen to you. You command respect and you command attention. And maybe this is something that you're applying to, it could be applied in any, like these kind of skills that you're learning will allow you to go anywhere and do anything you want. And that's kind of like, that's why I said there's the freedom to pursue whatever your heart wants right now. The open ocean is out there for you to explore. Figure out what you want. Yeah. You have this ability to connect with people, to build rapport, but to command respect. People will listen to you. Okay. And this gives you so many different choices in life, you know. Now the Sun card in this position, this is sort of the energy we don't want. I feel like you don't like people looking at you. Well, people are going to. People see you. People can feel your presence when you walk into a room. Even though you may try to humble yourself, maybe you dress in rather dark colors, you sort of, you kind of stay to yourself, and maybe you even stay to the background a little bit. I don't feel like you're in the center of the dance floor. I don't feel like you're going to the middle of the room and demanding everybody's attention. No, I feel like you try to kind of conceal your light a little bit. It's a humbleness. Yeah. People can't help but feel your presence. People can, I don't know, you're radiating something that people are noticing, yeah. So don't let this become an obstacle for you. Yeah. Don't try too hard to conceal your true self. Okay. You may not like the attention on you. You're not out there seeking attention, but I feel like you're very comfortable when the attention is on you. You know how to respond. You know what to say. You know how to act. You got the skills. You got the experience. You've been through it before. You can handle it. You don't seek it out. But when it's required of you, there you are. Yeah. Now the Ace of Cups at the end here. I feel like that's kind of like we're zooming in on the ace that the Ace of Cups that the Knight of Cups is holding. What is your passion? What is it that you want to do? What is your gift that you're trying to give to the world right now? Like I said, you've got this open ocean before you. You could go anywhere, do anything you want. What is it that you want to do? I feel like we're zooming in on this because Spirit's trying to ask you the question, what is this for you? What is your holy grail right now? What is the big goal, the big thing that you want to go do? Where, at which direction are you setting sail? Yeah, because this is undefined. The aces are undefined, just as the Ace of Wands is sort of, it hasn't been given a structure yet. It's just all this electricity in the room, but doesn't have a contraption to be in. So this is kind of the same thing. You have all this love and passion and all this talent, all this skill. What are you pursuing? Yeah. Where are you going? Where are you taking it? It's a good question to ask. Wonderful, wonderful set of cards for you. I love this. Mystery card. What do we think it's going to be? I would like to see perhaps the Empress, that in your journey and your traveling, you're going to arrive at your own Big Rock Candy Mountain, your own private island of your success, that you're going to, achieve whatever destination you're searching for out here in the open ocean. So maybe the Empress, maybe something, since we have our aces here, maybe like a 9 or a 10 of cups. That's always a good bet, right? If you have a prediction, though, put it in the comments down below. Let's see what we have. 7 of cups. Okay. So this is asking, what are we after? And the 7 of cups is saying, I don't know. I want a lot of things. I want many different things. Sometimes the 7 of cups is the idea of being distracted by illusions, right? That we see some shiny things over here, and maybe those shiny things are taking us away from what we really want. This is the goal you're trying to reach. And when you're heading towards this goal, don't be lured away by any of the sirens of the sea. Don't be tempted by any of the shiny things that are out there that may be taking away from this, achieving this. Okay, so it's kind of like these are the things we have to have the ability to say no to. This is what we're saying yes to. These are the things that we're saying no to. Well, if you don't know what this is yet, how do we know that these are not it? Right? So sometimes the 7 of Cups is saying just go out and just experiment, try different things, see what you like. If this is a romantic relationship, well, you're going to have to go and date a few people before you find the one. You don't know what career you want or what you want to major in college, go audit some classes. Go try a few different things. You don't know what you want to really eat. You don't know what kind of ice cream you want to get a big bowl of at the ice cream shop. Ask for some samples. That's what I do. When you're at the buffet and you don't know what you really like, you go sample a little bit of different things to see what you want to do. Makes sense. You don't know what kind of artist you are. Well, dabble in a couple of things, but don't just be a dabbler. Don't get stuck here. Don't crash on these little islands and then say, well, this is my life now. It's okay to experiment and explore and figure out what we prefer, what our tastes are, what our own individual sort of likes and dislikes are. But then we've got to find the one. And we've got to put everything we have into the one. And once we do the one, once we're committed to the one, and maybe that's what we have here, right? This make a decision, commit to it. This is your loyalty to this thing. Don't let anything else tempt you away from this. Now, once we're here, once we've committed to this thing and this is what we're doing, now there's no room for these. These are things then we've got to say no to. Maybe at one time I would have sampled those things. Now I'm saying no. So it depends on where exactly you are. But if you've already made your choice, stick to it. Don't flip-flop. Don't waffle on it and start experimenting again with these things, because then we're kind of lost at sea, right? I feel like this is make your decision, commit to it. If you got to experiment a little bit first, fine, but do this, and then we avoid this. Yeah. Really wonderful cards for you today. I mean, this is really one of the best readings I've ever done. For Libra, too, I think this is a perfect reading for you. We're going to do an I Ching reading, all right? We're going to do some oracle cards. There is a link in the corner and a link down below for the extended reading. I hope to see you over there. New readings for Libra Wednesday and Saturday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.